I would like to introduce to you Dr. Révai-Bere Norbert, who currently works as Foreign Policy Advisor of the Hungarian National Assembly with a very deep insight into Asian affairs as former Consul General of Hungary in Mumbai, who set up the Consulate General of Hungary in India's biggest business hub, previously Deputy Head of Mission at the embassies of Hungary in Delhi and Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, as well as a former student at the Gajah Mada University of Indonesia. So, Dr. Révai-Bere Norbert, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, Deputy Minister, State Secretary, Mr. Zsigmond Barnapál, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's all included. Well, as I suppose for all distinguished dignitaries, as was mentioned before, to appear on the stage today, I have to admit as well that indeed it's such a great honor and privilege to be given the opportunity to take part in this marvelous event and say a few words about the importance of such gathering. However, it's definitely not a very pleasant role to stand between you and the delicious dinner that awaits us at the end of the day. So I try to be brief, and it's not for other reason that I remember the advice of my late professor of rhetoric at the university, who often said that 3 characteristics of a good speech is known about, that it should not take much time, it shouldn't be too long, but it should be short indeed. So keeping in this mind, I try to say a few words, a brief words, if you allow me to wish some thoughts with you, to share some thoughts with you. Well, I do remember that during my time in India, I often had very interesting and thought-provoking discussions and conversations with eminent Indian dignitaries. One of them once, in the heat of the debate, said to me that despite all the differences, India and Europe are much more similar than it seems at the first sight. Quote, anyway, they are both the peninsulas of the same continent. And at first I was really shocked. I mean, we never refer Europe as a peninsula, not even as a subcontinent, as India very often referred to. But it made me think, and it made me actually think much more about what connects us than divides. If I may recall that in the greetings, beginning of my speech, I emphasized addressing you as friends, and I truly meant it. We gathered here today because we share common aims to develop further multifaceted relationship among our communities, amongst our people, for the mutual benefit of us all. Being friends, building friendship means that we create connections among our nations, among people, our communities. Connections which was there actually even before in our past, and which shall be renewed and reinvented by every generations over and over again, responding to the challenges of our times, giving fortified strength and new dimensions to our overall relations. This is what these events are for and stands for. That's why we are here tonight and creating new relations, initiating new networks, increasing connectivity among us, our communities. Therefore, I sincerely believe that we are truly friends and friends of connectivity for creating enhanced network on our common Eurasian continent, being European, being Asian, or being Indian, but all together in our slice of profession, being friends and good partners for the mutual benefit of our communities. I encourage all of us, therefore, to use this event and all of our opportunities to build and develop connections even further, long-lasting partnerships, look for opportunities to invest in the future, invest in infrastructure and technologies, share best practices, and create common experiences that will connect us in the future. With this thought, I would like to express my highest appreciation for all the organizers for this excellent event and initiative. Wishing you all a highly successful event, many beneficial and long-lasting connections, which may create a substantial and meaningful as well as prosperous collaborations, and not least, a very joyful evening. Thank you very much for your kind attention.